Tips for buying a baby clipper for your baby. With regards to excursion or trim the hair of kids, it demonstrates to be extremely troublesome since they don't stay in a still position and continue moving their head ceaselessly. On account of current innovation, we have propelled hair scissors for babies, which can carry out this responsibility effectively. They are quiet and compact and they carry out the responsibility securely and helpfully. How to choose the right hair clipper for your baby. Reduced design, they ought to be little, minimal and lightweight so they can be worried about without making any concern. They ought to likewise have a brilliant ergonomic structure and ought to give a decent grasp to simple taking care of. For additional accommodation, it should offer both cordless and corded activity. Cool and charming hues are constantly a reward. Security, skins of little kids are more touchy than the skin of grown-ups, and this is the reason the ones implied for youngsters ought to be additional skin accommodating. They ought to stay away from the skin and trim the hair without pulling. The ones having fired cutting edges are the ideal choice for the touchy skin. Silent operation. During a hairstyle, an infant needs to try to avoid panicking, however it won't be conceivable if the scissors is making a lot of clamor or vibration. This is the reason it is critical to get a hair scissors which makes as less clamor as could be expected under the circumstances. Helpful recharging. It is in every case best to have a hair scissors which accompanies a battery-powered battery with the goal that you don't have to supplant the battery each time it's spent. You ought to get a battery which runs long so you can have a lot of time to trim the hair. Various styles. This may not seem like one of the most significant necessities of a hair scissors, however in the event that you are of the kind of mummies who need their kid to look the coolest, at that point you ought to pick a scissors which gives you a chance to explore different avenues regarding haircuts. Along these lines, you have to go to a salon constantly. Value. They arrive in a differing value range and their highlights fluctuates in like manner. You ought to consistently consider your financial limit before embarking to get one. The ones which accompany all the connected adornments, for example, cutting edges, brush, styling brushes and so on demonstrate to be preferable purchase rather over getting everything independently. In the entirety of the main brands, you'll discover all the advantageous highlights, for example, less clamor creation, battery-powered battery, clay sharp edge, USB convenient charging, waterproof body and pure cell low cutting edge. Ceaseless development, phenomenal production line. The board, helpful transportation and committed client care are the sign of the best marks. Click the link below to get the best product in the market. It's an affiliate link.